So just recently I came across a video of one of my favorite Pinterest experts. In her video she said how many outward bound clicks she gets from Pinterest to her blog every month, and when she shared this number of clicks that she got per month, I was so shocked because it was the exact same number of clicks that I get to my blog every month from Pinterest. That was a real milestone moment for me to realize that I was getting the same number of clicks as this person who I had looked up to for so long, and I had been following her advice for so long, and it just made me think, wow, I kind of know what I'm doing now. 2 years in, and I've got my strategy, and that strategy is working. So I thought in this video I would share with you my exact blogging routine. If you are an aspiring blogger or you are wanting to make money blogging, I'm going to share with you exactly what I do in a week and how I fit it into my daily schedule as a homeschooling, making everything from scratch, homemaking mama. So I hope that you find this helpful and keep watching to the end, and also let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about blogging. I am so happy to answer them. Alright, so 2 years into my blog. I started in October 2022, so I guess I'm a little bit over 2 years. I have 200 plus posts on my blog, and I have about I have about 2,700 followers on Pinterest. So Pinterest is like where I have experienced the most growth. I have tried with Instagram since the beginning of my blogging journey, and I also have been posting YouTube videos, but I have only just recently, now that I've got my blogging strategy kind of down packed, I've been focusing a little bit more on learning how to do Instagram and YouTube. So that's where I'm at. Now that I have my strategy for blogging down packed, it doesn't take as long, and there is something great about having a routine that it cuts out inefficiencies, and when you're not sort of spending time trying to figure things out, that also cuts out inefficiencies, and you can just get down to the bones and burst out that content. So I am going to share with you exactly what I do every day, and then that should hopefully give you an idea of what it takes to flesh out a blog and to create content that succeeds. Your goals should be, when you are building a YouTube channel, but for anything, I think your goals should be output focused. And what he meant by that was basically not make your goal to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, or to grow your email list to 10,000, or to get this many views, or that was like, I doesn't have those aspirations. Like I would love to be monetized on YouTube, so of course I'm always looking at that 1,000 subscriber mark to kind of spur me along. But his advice was really good because it meant that it removed the torment from every week, and it helped me to just say to myself, be clear to myself exactly what content, so that output is the content you produce, how much content I wanted to produce every week, and basically committing to doing that. Anything that happens in response to that, that's kind of like up to the algorithms that be. You do your bit and focus on that, and then let everything else do its thing. And I think coming at it from that approach has really removed a layer of stress and a constant kind of nagging, like, oh, you only have 100 followers, oh, you only, and it's made me focus on creating output that is actually truly valuable. And I think it is a really good starting point if for anyone, regardless of whether you're highly successful or whether you are just starting out. So my output goals for every week are to do 2 blog posts a week with 10 pins per post, which I will post each pin daily for 10 days. So that means that that's about 20 pins per week. When you create a blog post, it's really easy just to spurt out pins then. You can just do this really quickly. Like, it only takes me about an hour, if that, to create these pins. Whereas if I am just creating 20 pins for 20 posts, it actually takes quite a lot of time, because there's so many different links and so many different pin images that you have to do, because every article the pin has to look relevant to that article. And so just pinning like that has helped me to be more efficient and streamlined. Now, my 2 blog posts, I do get help from ChatGPT for my outlines and for fleshing out bits of content to make it more valuable to the reader, and it saves me so much time, and it also makes my content way more valuable to the reader. I still adjust it to make it come across as me, because I think that that is what makes a blog, what makes you connect with a blog. Like, who wants to go and look in an encyclopedia? You kind of want information that's more relatable. So I definitely edit and curate and choose the content, but ChatGPT helps me to write it. And can I tell you, like, you may judge, but as a mum who homeschools and who makes everything from scratch and still tries to keep on top of her housework, this has been a game changer, and I'm really thankful that I can use it, because it really helps me to generate an income for my family. So that helps me to produce 2 blog posts per week. When I was starting out, I used to do about 4 blog posts per week, because I wasn't working so much on YouTube or Instagram, and I was trying to, oh my goodness, I've got pins and needles, and I was trying to flesh out my content, because I had heard that to get into Mediavine or the big ad agencies, usually content creators have an average of about 200 posts. So I thought, I needed to get to 200 posts to get, to basically have enough traffic to get into Mediavine, which, I mean, it's true, but the quantity is not the point. 200 posts helps you to get to quality, because then that time you will have figured out what people want and what people are searching for. But 200 low quality, ill researched blog posts are not going to get you enough traffic to get into the big ad agencies. So you will always need to be at every point thinking about how this piece of content brings value to a high search volume. Now, this may sound like a lot to you, and I think that if I had heard that at the beginning of my YouTube journey, at the beginning of my blogging journey, that is what content creators did every week, it probably would have daunted me a bit. But I think that if you start just by doing blog posts, you'll be amazed at how much more you can do once you become good at doing something, and once you figure out how to do something fast. And so while I find that my days are really full, and I do stay up late, this is definitely achievable for me, and I think that I could definitely do it all without even having to do anything on the weekends. So I don't do anything on Sundays and on Saturdays. We've just gotten so used to doing our projects in the evening that watching TV or watching a movie is just it just seems like a massive waste of time to us. So on a Saturday evening, we will find more enjoyment out of doing blogging or online projects than sitting down and watching TV or reading a book. So if I do all this during the week, I will on a Saturday evening I'll just do more pins or something like that. So I'm just going to tell you now how I break things down. So I also try and do 2 YouTube videos per week. Having a YouTube channel, it also gives you more authority in the internet world, and it makes people trust you, and it helps people to connect with you better. So if you are wanting to sell something, then your audience on YouTube is more likely to buy from you. So being able to see someone is so powerful. But with YouTube, you can show who you are to people and help people to trust you. So I try to do 2 YouTube videos a week, and as I try to do 2 Instagram posts a day. Now this is quite a lot, but I have 2 Instagram accounts that I'm trying to grow at the moment, and so I'm basically doing 1 post per day for those, excluding weekends. That's about 10 Instagram posts a week. So I've got 2 blog posts with pins attached to them, so 20 pins, 2 YouTube videos, and 10 Instagram reels a week. On Mondays I try to get my blog posts done because I quite like to start off with a win. If I start off with something that requires too much creative energy or it takes too long to produce a piece of content, then it starts the week off with me feeling too stressed and like I can't achieve it. And I find with anything, I need to start out with a small win to boost my morale and keep me going. I find this with cleaning, homemaking, everything. For me, that's doing a blog post because I can get it published really quickly and I can get those pins done really quickly. And so this Monday I was able to do both my blog posts in the afternoon because my boys were playing in their room all afternoon and my baby was sleeping, so I was able to churn both those articles out and have them both published, all pins published, by the time I went to bed that night. And that was cool because it just freed up so much time in the rest of the week. Then on Tuesdays I either try and have footage already, so maybe I will film like a talking video like this on a Saturday or in an evening during the weeknight, and so I already try and have footage ready so that I can edit it on a Tuesday. And so I will edit a video on Tuesday and try to upload it, and then that will be my first video. And then on a Wednesday I will also do the same thing. I will either film maybe a morning routine and then try and edit it in the afternoon and then upload that, or I would have to wait till Thursday to do that. When my husband finishes work, he'll wrestle with the boys or play something with them, so I usually try to use this time to post my Instagram reels to make this really quick and to take all the emotional turmoil out of posting on Instagram. I have basically used ChatGPT to help with a content plan, and then that just takes out all the guesswork from writing captions and hooks and hashtags and things like that, and it means that I can just do them all really quickly. So I can post like 2 reels in 30 minutes, and that is so doable, 30 minutes a day. So that I will usually do that between the times of like 5:30 and 6 p.m. in the evenings. So that's every day, Monday to Friday. So just to recap, blog post on Monday, video on Tuesday, and then if I don't get both blog posts done on the Monday, I will do that on Thursday, and then edit another video on Friday. And I usually find that I'm able to hit all those content goals by Friday afternoon, and so on Saturday afternoons I can film a video, or I can do some more pins or something like that. So anyway, that is my blogging routine slash YouTube routine slash Instagram routine. I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about blogging online. I'm so happy to answer them, because I think that success is there for you to grab. You just have to figure out how to make it happen for yourself. That's what I did, and I think that if you are determined enough, you can definitely make it happen and earn a decent income online for yourself. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.